Hi, we're Ruth and Martin on a 5-day small group adventure in Cambodia with Intrepid Travel. Our first days here were studying contrasts. In Phnom Penh, the royal palace, stone and gold, meant to last forever. Then Tuol Sleng and the killing fields, where silence speaks louder than any history book.
This is just horrible.
Now we've traveled to Siem Reap, the gateway to Angkor Wat, where sandstone has outlived kingdoms, invasions, and centuries of jungle trying to claim it back.
All gonna come tumbling down.
But if Angkor Wat is Cambodia's past carved in stone, Kampong Phluk is its present built to float. A living reminder that while stone stands still, water carries life forward.
This lake is massive.
This is a place of stories you won't find in guidebooks.
How was that?
So join us, as this is where it gets unforgettable.
This is exactly what I wanted to come here and see.
Cambodia is known as a small country with a big heart.
It's mighty early.
How do you feel?
Tired but excited.
Though it was still dark, we could just start to make out the impressive outline of the temple buildings.
Good thing we got here early.
Very good.
There are only a few more epic places in the world to see a sunrise, but Angkor Wat is special because of its cultural and historical importance. While we had hoped to see the sunrise from behind, it was our luck to have a fairly cloudy morning.
Wow, we had no sun.
No, it was still awesome to experience it.
Yeah.
This is the most crowded place I think we've been to. So
Here in Cambodia, yeah. And we kind of knew it was going to be crowded. Very, very, very pretty though.
yeah, it'll be fun to explore after breakfast.
Yeah. There's monkeys up here. Oh, he's over there. There he is. I think this is one of those places where every angle you look at it, you see something different and it's more beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Angkor Wat isn't just old, it's epic. Every step feels like walking through a dream someone dared to carve in stone.
It's pretty incredible, and we haven't even walked through the gate yet.
Rising from the heart of Cambodia, Angkor Wat is more than just stone in history. It's a symbol of an entire nation. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this 12th century temple complex has drawn travelers from around the world for generations.
I could probably spend all day here taking pictures.
You really can't get a sense of the scale of this place because of all the trees, but the temples themselves are massive. The buildings, the stones are massive. So individually, everything is large, but the entire complex is just, you can't understand that scale. Whew.
It took only 37 years to build huge temple with 5 million stone blocks. And some of them, each block up there is about 1 or 2 tons.
Its walls are covered in intricate carvings, each telling stories carved nearly 1,000 years ago.
It looks like people celebrating.
Standing here in person, every detail feels larger than life. Step by step, we follow the ancient paths until the temple's entrance slowly comes into view.
The fact that this is still standing and it has such detail still,
Yeah.
even after it was covered by the jungle, a million bats were living in there.
The complex is a maze of inner and outer rings, courtyards, and passageways.
This whole fresco tells a story of a battle, all the way down.
And maintenance and restoration is a full-time endeavor. Climbing the incredibly steep staircase took us to another level of Angkor Wat, and up here it almost feels like you've snuck into a secret part of the temple.
What's not apparent from the outside is that there are these 4 inner courtyards on the uppermost layer, and each has its own Buddha as part of its main section. The views from the outside, the different sides of the temple, it's beautiful.
It is truly spectacular.
So these inscriptions have told the story of Angkor Wat. They're lucky that they're still around.
A short drive away is the mystifying temple complex of Ta Prohm.
Now we head to the Tomb Raider temple, inspired and used by the film Tomb Raider in 2000. There's one special feature as to why they chose it. There we go, that's pretty cool. This is all gonna come tumbling down. You can see the roots pushing this wall down. It's all gonna tumble down like that has. If it wasn't Tomb Raider, it would certainly be Indiana Jones.
You feel like this is a real life movie set. This is exactly what they would craft a movie set after.
Yeah, it feels like they built the movie set and just left it. But this has been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. I'm glad we get to see it while it's still up.
This is exactly what I wanted to come here and see.
Wow. There's a massive tree coming out of the center of this. That is so incredible.
Built in the late 12th century as a Buddhist monastery and university, Ta Prohm was once the pride of the Khmer Empire. But time had a different plan, one nature's been rewriting for hundreds of years.
The power of nature. Nature always wins out in the end, no matter what man builds. Nature will always win. And you can see how this tree, the roots are just starting to overtake and push the stones away, cover the stones. Looks like a fake tree. It looks like it's concrete, but it's not. It's real. I mean, look at this design. And still, like it was built just a few years ago.
This is one of the most incredible things I think I've ever seen.
Nature wins out. There's a tree here where it looks like a horror film of skin falling off somebody's body. I've never seen a tree trunk like that ever.
We wander deeper into the temple complex.
You feel like you're in a tomb.
Every single turn, there's just something incredible to look at. You gotta come and check this out. Those are the bees that Angelina Jolie are trying to save.
That's incredible.
Ooh, gotta watch your head on this one.
I know it's weird to say, but it almost feels more beautiful in its ruined state than if it was in a pristine condition. This wall just comes down and sits right on top of that wall. There is a beauty in tragedy.
It is hotter than heck.
Very nice. The best.
The best. The best.
Today's lunch, it's a delicious side of good karma. Spoon's Restaurant and Hospitality School recruits disadvantaged youth from the rural areas and provides them with training in the hospitality industry and job placement assistance once they graduate. We were shown around the school visiting a classroom before we were served a delicious 3-course lunch.
Unfortunately, the sad part is there's 16 students that were being funded through USA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so that obviously has been cut. So it's pretty sad because this is a pretty amazing program. Really, really amazing to help kids.
Yeah, and especially from communities that would never have an opportunity
Right.
anywhere else.
Yeah. They teach them so much. It's really great. They did great.
Another temple.
We had one more temple to visit, and crossing the South Gate Bridge felt like stepping into a story carved from stone. Gods on one side, demons on the other, locked in a silent tug of war for eternity.
Pretty interesting way to get into the city.
Yeah, a dramatic entrance.
At the far end, a gate loomed, hiding a temple waiting to show its face.
Looks like out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it's got the arms coming down, the head hunched over. Okay, from the reverse, on the back side of this, you can see what it's supposed to be, which is a 3-headed elephant, not a sci-fi movie alien. just make out the faces.
Yeah, you have to look closely to see them.
So in this view alone, you can see so many faces, but you really need to stare hard because they blend in so well.
At the end of the 12th century, King Jayavarman VII built the Bayon Temples as the spiritual heart of Angkor Thom. Dozens of towering faces still look out in every direction, calm, knowing, unshaken by time.
As you walk around and you keep looking up, you keep seeing more faces. Yeah, I think he said there was, what, 54?
Why did I think there were more?
I think there's more too. I think there's 200 and something that were carved here.
Because I think there were 54
Towers.
and 4 faces
Yeah,
on each.
so 54 towers, 4 faces on each, 216 faces. That's really remarkable. It's like being in Indiana Jones, exploring and coming down here into the darkness. Ooh.
Did you see the detail on that wall?
Yeah,
Like the cranes,
they're fishing.
crocodile,
Yeah, yeah, fighting, playing chess or something, or eating maybe. I mean, it really tells a story of what it would be like to live back
life,
then.
what it was like.
You can see so much and learn so much about the Khmer culture and the way of life. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating.
Across from the Bayon Temple, we ended our visit at a Buddhist shrine. Here, it's tradition. You sit, you're blessed, a simple thread on the wrist, but it lingers, like a quiet, thankful anchor to the present, reminding us exactly where we are in the world. Yesterday took us through scenes of daily life frozen in time. Today we see that life still unfolding in the countryside. Our first stop was a quick visit to a town market. Markets are an essential part of daily life in Cambodia, serving as the primary source of fresh food.
Some bacon.
We hop back in the van and leave the market behind. The road winds along the river, and soon the stilted homes of Kampong Phluk start to appear, where every day is lived on the water.
It's like a waterfront property.
Yeah, it's fascinating though how it changes over time.
So when do they say the floods happen?
I believe he said in September is when the floods happen, and it really raises up quite a bit.
I mean, you can see how high these homes are, and so the water will come underneath all of them.
Though dusty today as it's the dry season, the town's main street would become the main river in September.
So this is like their main street.
Yeah, little shops along the way, little places to eat.
So when it's not flooded, this street is where all the life is in terms of, you got restaurants, you got shops, you got pretty much anything. You can find anything. But when it floods, this street becomes a river. Everything moves up, and you would just have the upper level where everything exists.
We came by many schools with tons of little kids that were all so adorable. Everyone was fist bumping, high-fiving. They were the cutest, most precious kids. We don't want to film them though.
The Tahas River is like a liquid thread, stitching Kampong Phluk to the Tonlé Sap. Aboard a wooden boat, we set off downstream.
That's a very rustic boat here on.
With the boat's engine humming and stilted houses fading behind us, the river slowly widens, the air shifts, and spills us into Southeast Asia's Great Lake. You gotta love their throttle.
It's the Love Shack.
So just because we're heading into open water on this lake doesn't mean the end of the community. People live out here on boats, on houseboats. There are restaurants out here. It's really impressive.
So this lake is massive. You can't see the other side. Never knew that a lake this large was here in Cambodia. The surrounding area is super flat except for one hill off in the distance there. So these wooden structures are like anchors for houses. So we're docking against these wooden structures.
It's not all picture perfect. Climate change and shifting government policies mean families here are catching less fish and working harder than ever to keep life afloat.
While the fish decline, the dam between Laos and Cambodia. But now they stopped the water there. That is the reason. And I told you that we also complained to international community, but it did not work because they spent $1 billion over the dam. And the power goes back to China.
Okay. That was a fun boat, right?
That was really fun.
It was our last evening with our group, and back on dry land, we were welcomed into a family's farm for sunset drinks. Cambodia is the classic hero story. The hero rises, falls, and then rises again, stronger and wiser, evolving through hardship, finding deeper meaning, purpose, and happiness. It isn't the kind of trip where you just switch off. It makes you pause, reflect, and sometimes sit with hard history. But alongside that, there's so much warmth, beauty, and resilience here that we leave wanting more. And we say it's a journey worth making for yourself.